Hi, I'm the Flowergod, and we're going to do a bouquet in a Grecian urn. And what we're going to do is have some of the foliages and the flowers draping over the vase. It gives you that feel like you're in Greece. You're looking up at the balconies on the hillside of the houses. To give you that Grecian feel, we're going to start off with different types of foliages. And we're just going to cover our mechanics. Mechanics are your oasis, things like that that you're putting your flowers into. So we're just going to actually cover it with lemon leaf. And then we're going to add seeded euc. We're going to add some plumosa. This gives you that real lacy, delicate look to a bouquet. And this is going to be where it kind of hangs over your vase. And again, I'm using this to cover my mechanics. And then I'm going to add some amaranthus. This gives you a real Grecian look. What we're going to do, we're going to have this where it hangs over the vases, over your vase. Sometimes the stems are a little soft, so what you need to do, just take a cutting off of a stem, poke a hole in your oasis, just enough to get it to go in, so your stem gets down into the water. Now, we're going to add a little bit more. We're going to add some to both sides. And we're going to have it where it's going to be seen from all sides. So you can have it on a table, patio, countertops, just something to accent your room, give you a little color. These are also called Tuscan arrangements. Tuscany, Europe. Someplace I'd like to be right now. Now I'm adding a little bit to the top also, and I'm just letting it kind of flow naturally. You see up on the hillsides, the houses with their walls and their flower boxes. You see all the amaranthus, you see geraniums and things like that just flowing over. Now I'm adding a little bit of seeded eucalyptus. Or actually, this is silver dollar eucalyptus, and this is kind of dyed, kind of a reddish brown. And it's going to give that old world feel to it. I'm just going to add just enough to give it a little bit of color. Now I'm adding some hydrangias. These are dried hydrangias. Hydrangias, if you leave them out and let them dry naturally, they're a beautiful flower. They'll last. As long as you don't touch them too hard. And this is going to be like a main focal point of your bouquet. And what I did one on each side. That way, if you have it on the table, if you walk by, you can still see it from the other side. Now I'm going to add some roses. Again, when you're using oasis, always cut your stems on a sharp incline. What that does, it makes it easier to stick into your oasis. Now with this, I'm going to add a little bit of height. And what I'm trying to do is make it look like the roses are coming out of the middle of your garden. And you don't have to use a lot of flowers, just enough to accent your vase. You don't want to really cover your vase up a lot, but you do want stuff to kind of hang over, we call it puddling, where it hangs over in different stages. And if you look at your garden, flowers are not flat all the time. You always have different sized flowers coming out of a bouquet, different lengths. A lot of times, even if you have a bent stem or something like that, it would be the way nature wanted. You know, it's not everything is perfect. And it gives you that natural feel. Now what I'm doing, I'm putting some roses down lower so you get that feel like it's overflowing with your rose. Now I add a few carnations just to give you that full flower look. It doesn't have to be a lot, just enough to accent it. And what I'll be using also is Sweet William. This is a big flower. Now this is kind of brighten it up a little bit. There's no particular place a flower has to go. It's just like Mother Nature. Things grow in different areas. It's all to the person's taste. What I'm doing too is I'm turning the bouquet so I can kind of see from both sides where I want to add flowers to, filling holes in. Again, there's no rhyme or reason in the eye of the beholder. Now I'm going to add a little bit of kangaroo paw, and what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to leave it really long, not real long, but long enough to give you real accent to your bouquet. This will add a little color. Again, think of being out in the dark. Kangaroo paw, hummingbirds love these. And I'm turning it again just to make sure I have a little bit of everything on all the sides. And there we have the Grecian Urn.